Folks, what's good, man? It's Jack with Iron Dog Kennels Media, man. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share. But other than that, man, hey, let's get straight into it. Folks, man, I am pumped up right now. Pumped up. At the same time, pumped up, I'm tired. And I'm actually headed right now to go grab me a coffee, man. Get a little caffeine in me and stuff like that. But check this out, man. Check this out. I am excited to announce that we are starting our own raw dog food. Yes, we are. Iron Dog Raw. Iron Dog Raw will have its own raw dog food products. And our products will be available within the next few weeks. To ship. And so we are pumped up right now, man. This is a new endeavor that we are heading on. But one in which, for us has taken quite some time because all the research we have to do, all the discussions, all the planning, all the preparation, man, so much has went into this, and I really don't know where to start at for you guys, man. It's just so much I want to share and tell, but it's like, man, where do I start at? Do I start with the boring stuff? Do I go to the good stuff? And so, if I get, matter of fact, here it is, I cut to the chase, right? And then I go to the boring stuff. Our raw dog food product, right, is going to be premium meat, your top quality meat that's out here. It's going to be the best quality meat that's actually in the U.S. And we bringing that raw dog food, right, that raw dog food to you guys at a very inexpensive price. And when you compare it to when you look at other brands out there, other raw dog food brands, and then if you were to compare pricing to ours, right? Their quality is not going to be better at all. I can say that for sure. The quality is not going to be better. But when it pertains to pricing, right? And when you're looking at other competitors out there, especially the high end brands, when I mean high end, I'm talking about high pricing brands, right? We will probably be about 50 to 60% less than them. When you look to your mid-quality brands, and you know what mid-quality is, right? The price gets a little cheap. Well, not cheap, but less expensive, right? We'll probably be about somewhere from 35 to 40% less than them. And then when you got, the people just chopping up raw at their houses, sending it out, which is something we are not doing, folks, right? We will probably be about 10% to 20% cheaper than them. And so at the end of the day, right, this is some great news, right? And to be quite honest with you, I'm glad I'm sharing this with you guys because at the end of the day, this is a blessing. This isn't something, this is crazy because we are actually partnering with this manufacturer, right? And it's going to be our brand. The name is Iron Dog Raw. It's our product. They're making the ingredients in which we want to put into our mixes, our blends, our raw dog food blends. And so, and I say it's a blessing because of the situation in which we are in as, a country with the economy. Everything's going up, right? From the milk prices, the meat prices, gas, whatever the case may be, everything is on an up and up. And so, for us, looking at this thing and over some time, right? Over some time now, over the past couple of years, here's the thing real quick though, right? I've been feeding my dogs raw for about 3 years now, not a little bit over 3 years. I've been researching and diving into raw, right? Speaking to nutritionists, reading actual research articles, you know, on how raw is actually good for dogs. And to be quite honest with you, it's their best overall option. It's their best overall option for thriving and for being healthy. There's no other food out there that's better than raw. Why? Because it's raw food. It's something that they are supposed to be eating, right? When we're looking at kibble and stuff like that, kibble is a ton of carbs, a ton of sugar and stuff, right? That stuff is unhealthy for dogs, which is why you have a ton of dogs with issues, skin issues, allergy issues, issues with their teeth, issues with their eyes, issues with their bones, issue with their GI system. It's because there's a ton of sugar. If you ever seen a dog, right, an adult dog, and their teeth are all, you know, missing, crumpled up, black and brown. I'm not even talking about the gums, but the teeth actually black, brown, dark yellow and stuff like that. That comes from the sugar, right? So imagine you as a human being. So check this out. The same stuff we put in our body, processed foods, and how it affects us, and sugary foods, right? It affects dogs, animals that way as well. So imagine if you keep eating candy, right? Keep eating sugary stuff. What's going to happen? You're going to get cavities. Your teeth get all jacked up and stuff like that, right? The same thing with dogs. They're not supposed to be eating kibble. They're not supposed to be eating that processed food, which is why it affects them overall. And so, but yeah, we've been feeding our dogs raw for a good 3.5 years. And since we opened our business to breed canine Corsos, the idea popped up that, hey, it would be great, man, you know, to be able to get into this raw dog food space and be able to bring a great quality product, you know, to the forefront, you know, so that, you know, customers can have it and stuff like that. And so, but, you know, when going into this, and my approach was the consumer approach, you know, be honest with you. I looked at it from a customer standpoint, like, hey, I want to keep my dogs healthy, right? I want them to be healthy. I want them to have the best quality meat out there. And only the best quality meat is going to keep them healthy. But I want to be cost efficient. I want to. Every month, right? When I'm looking at how much I'm actually paying for raw dog food, folks, for those out there who are paying, look, it's expensive, very expensive, especially when you get in quality raw dog food. It's expensive. I mean, I don't know about others, but at least for me, it puts a dent in my pocket. It does, significantly. It puts a serious dent in my pocket. You know, but our decision was, hey, we'd rather take that dent on the forefront than to deal with something later on down the line when we got to come out of our pockets $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, you know, over a span of who knows, 6 months, a year, 2 years, and even get to the point of having to put down a dog because of some illnesses that they may have, right? So we decided to just fork up and put up the money on the forefront by feeding our dogs the best quality food so that they can be healthy. Give me 1 second, folks. And here I'm over. Hold up. They ain't taking my order yet. Well, I guess until they take my order.
Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, hold on. One second. Hey, can I have a large butter pecan iced coffee, 1 cream only?
Corso?
Yes.
You can do that.
Appreciate it. And so, the thing for us, man, we just wanted to bring, you know, again, just going back to that customer standpoint, like, you know, we have to find someone. We have to find someone where we can get the best quality meat there is. But how, and get it at a price where we can actually put a reasonable price out there so that people can afford it. And that's exactly what we did, folks. And I can't take the credit, to be honest with you, man. And the truth of the matter, the fact is, it's all God, man. I'm dead serious. It's all God. It has nothing to do with me. There wasn't no negotiating tactics. There wasn't no special connections or whatever the case may be, or anything like that, man. It's all God. God hands. It's in us. And so, and I say that because when we went into the whole thing of trying to find a manufacturer, right? And we looked all over this country, man. All over different states, man. From the East Coast to the Midwest to the West Coast, down South. With trying to find someone that fits the vision, that, you know, it's for the vision. And look and behold, man, we found someone. We found the manufacturer. We found somebody that said, doing good, here you go, man. We found someone, man. We found the manufacturer that, if I had to say, man, it's and appreciate it, man. That's in farm country, right? That's how I put it, farm country. And we all know, right? I'm not gonna say we all know, but I'm pretty sure people know out there that, hey, there's only a handful of states in the U.S. that you could consider farm country. And so, I'm not putting the actual state we went to. I'm not doing that. This, as it pertains to this manufacturer. And so, at the end of the day, we got the best manufacturer out here, folks, that's going to produce our meat, man, our blends, our raw dog food blends, mixtures, whatever you want to call it. We call it blends. And so we got a manufacturer, folks, and we pumped up right now because not only are our dogs now going, I mean, our dogs were eating great quality food, right? They were, right? But now the quality has just went up a level, actually a couple levels. And so now they about to, man, they getting the best of the best. And so now with them getting the best of the best, we're going to bring you guys the best of the best. But we ain't going to jack up the prices, folks. We not at all. And there's no reason to. There's no reason to at all. And our pricing, folks, man, they're going to be good. They're going to be good. They're going to be good. I mean, again, you know, from your high competitors, what, 50 to 60% less? Your mid competitors, what, 30 to 40% less in price? And if you do consider the ones that are making raw dog food out of their homes and selling it to their neighbors, right, or whoever, it's somebody down the street for them. Not no shade towards those guys, because everybody got to figure a way out to make a bang for the buck to provide for their families. So no shade. And if it did come off in a way, my apologies. No shade or anything like that. You got to do what you got to do, man. But for the people that is making raw dog food in their home, we'll probably beat their prices by 10 to 15%. And so we will be beating, you know, the plan was to beat everybody's price. You know, and I'm not going to even say that was the plan to go in, but the plan was, hey, as a customer, I want something of great quality that's not that expensive. And so that was my mindset going into it. All right, we need to get the best of the best, but how can we provide the best of the best where it's not going to hurt anybody's pockets? And so that's what we're doing. And so yesterday we spent a lot of time yesterday just doing photo shoots and video shoots and stuff like that with the product and stuff. Got a lot of images that we need to go through. The website is not up as of yet. It may be up, I don't know, tonight, maybe up tomorrow, right? But even whenever it comes up, right, product will not be ready for you guys to order for a couple of weeks, a few weeks, right? And so but I'm pretty sure the website will be up by Monday. And so it's the website itself is probably about, let's just say 98% done. And all we have to do is just take the images and the video and plug them wherever we want to plug them at. And then from there we go live. We go live, baby. We do. And so right now, me and the wife, we sitting down talking and looking at what type of promotions we could do to start off the event, to jumpstart it, as it pertains to, actually probably open up the door for pre-orders and stuff. Not right now, but more than likely, if we were to do pre-orders, we probably open up the pre-order door probably a week or 2 weeks before shipments actually go out. And so, but yeah, man, we're pumped up. We are happy. And folks, let me tell you, let me put this out here real quick, folks. We're not handling anything. We're not. There's nothing in-house, as in our house. Everything is coming from the manufacturer itself. One of the biggest manufacturers. One of the biggest in America. And they're going to do everything for us. So it's coming straight from the farm, right? When you order this stuff, it's coming straight from the farm to your house. Fresh. Fresh, folks. Fresh. And so we'll have more information on our website as it pertains to shipping, how that, and things of that nature, how that would go. We have a few blends, mixtures, blends that we're starting off with. And then we'll scale up from there. But even like one of my blends, I will share with y'all right now, one of my blends. And to be quite honest with you, I will share pricing on one of them as well. Share pricing. So one of my blends is called the Muscle Blend, folks. The Muscle Blend. And so what's in our Muscle Blend? Our Muscle Blend is coming with 70% of beef muscle. 70% of beef muscle. It's also coming with, right, 10% of green tripe, right? And then it's coming with 10% green tripe. And then it's going to come with another 10% of organ. And it's going to have bone in it as well. Bone in it as well, folks. So 70%, right? 70% beef muscle, 10% tripe, 10% organ, and then another 10% of bone that's going to be in there. And the organ that you can expect in there, right? You're going to have your kidneys. You're going to have your liver. You're going to have your spleen. You're going to have your heart. Now, people go back and forth, you can debate all day. A heart is a muscle. It's a muscle, but we chop it up as an organ. And so that's what you get, right? And our 2-pound rolls, folks, check this out. Look up, if for some of you who probably feed your dog raws and you go to these manufacturers out there, right? I just ran it down for y'all. You got the beef, you got the ground tripe, you got the organs, you got the bone, right? You will find that at other manufacturers for a 2-pound, about $12. Others 13, 14, 15 bucks for a 2-pounder. Just for one individual 2-pound. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 bucks. We are bringing ours to you. I want to get the pricing right. We are bringing ours to you for $7 for a 2-pound roll. $7 for a 2-pound roll. So while other people out there selling this for 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 bucks, right? I mean, these are like early 2000 prices, folks. Early 2000s. And that's something I wish, right, we have now. Well, actually, we do have it now. It's coming now. It's coming from Iron Dog Raw. $7, right? And then we have another blend, right? That's not going to have green tripe. So let's talk about that. We're gonna have another blend that's not gonna have green tripe. What, $6 for a 2-pound roll? And folks, this is quality, top quality premium meat cuts. You gotta see this stuff, man. The dogs are loving it. And again, I've been dealing with raw food now for a few years. And there's only one particular brand I have been promoting before getting my own. And in addition to promoting that brand, as in using it, there's been one other I use here and there just in case I ran out of supply and stuff. And folks, let me tell you, man, the quality, when you see it, you could tell there's a difference. It's not like a slight difference like, oh yeah, you really, no, when you see that thing, you gonna take your head gonna go back. You gonna lean back with it and be like, hold up, what's going on here? And that's how we work. Like how everything just is flowing right now, man. It's good. And so, as we are pumped up, we hope that you guys are pumped up, for this. And so, but here it is, folks. But check this out, right? Going back into that, right? Of that mindset of a customer. I want to keep my dog's healthy. I want something that's not expensive, going to break my pocket. So now, folks, check this out. Now, those who maybe pockets were hurting for raw, now you can afford raw. You can. By shopping with us, you can afford it. Those out there who wanted to go raw, but they looked at that monthly bill and was like, man, I can't afford that monthly or even bi-weekly or weekly. Now you will be able to afford it by shopping with us. And for those who probably say, hey, I still want to feed kibble, but I want to include some raw in my food, but it's still too expensive. Now, definitely, you would be able to feed your dogs raw now with half kibble by shopping with us. You will. And so, there's no reason for us to jack up the prices, folks. There's no reason to jack up the prices at all. And you guys will see. There's going to be video footage. I actually posted something on Instagram, I think earlier today. And I usually don't post on Instagram on Saturday because I know it's dead, with the algorithm and stuff like that. As far as pushing it out there and stuff, because people are typically with their families, they not online and stuff like that. They doing errands, it's the summertime, so people are out vacationing. People are graduating all over the U.S. right now. So people are out celebrating and stuff. So, but I did post something today. But more stuff is to come. More content to come. But let me tell you, folks, my dogs love it, man. They love the food. They love it. And so until we are ready to launch, as in start taking in orders and stuff, you will be seeing content with my dogs eating the stuff with me, more than likely prepping everything and stuff like that. And showing it off and talking about it, folks. I'm super thankful. I am. I'm super thankful. Just for finding this manufacturer, man. A couple years ago when we talked about it, like, man, I would love to tap into this industry because we learned a lot. Just which went into seeking the best manufacturer and finding one. With talking to nutritionists, to reading research articles, and then even having the contacts. For some folks that probably don't know, right? Everything in the world that's produced food-wise, right? There's a ingredients list. Now, granted, for us as consumers, we're limited to all the ingredients by law that one has to tell us and show us, which we see, whether it's on cereal boxes or meat packages, so on and so forth, right? They don't give us every single ingredient, right? and even down to the chemicals and stuff. And so, but for us, how can I say this? We were able to see that information. We were, which is good. Which for me, number one, I'll tell you about myself. I'm not trying to put anything bad in my dog or cheap in my dog, which is why which is why before the brand I was feeding my dogs, I was feeding because, hey, it was top notch. But that top notch brand comes with a top notch price. And so I'm not about shortcuts for my own dogs. Nah, I'm not that. I'm about preserving their life. I'm about having them at their maximum peak health-wise. That's where I'm at for my dogs. I want them at their maximum health-wise. And they have always been there because I've always supplied them the best. And so, for me, folks, I'm not going to sit here and give my dogs crap. Right? I'm not. There's no reason to. And so, the same product that you guys will be able to purchase and to feed your dogs is the same exact product that my dogs will have. And again, this stuff is, there's nothing in-house, as in my house, my home, where we going to be cutting this stuff up. No. Again, as I stated earlier, it's coming straight from the manufacturer. It's coming from the farm to your house. Fresh, and dripping that good old protein juice that you typically don't see with raw dog food. If there's any juice you probably see is water from it being frozen. That's what you probably see. But you talking about seeing the gastric juices and stuff let me not say gastric juices, but seeing the juices that's good for gastrics, especially in the green tripe blend, that'll help flush out like any toxins and bacteria. See, that's one thing that green tripe is for. It helps flushes out toxins and bacteria and stuff like that. It's packed with a ton of amino acid and enzymes and minerals as well. But here's the thing. To actually see that, when I was looking at that thing and I had that thing in my hand, man, and it was just flowing in, I'm like, it looked good. I ain't saying, good, like I'm going to eat it, no. But what I'm just saying is, it looked good. If you ever seen a good cooked steak, cook, and you just lay that thing on some wood, and them juices be flowing from that steak, and when you cut into it, that's how that food look. And so it's ready. It's ready, folks. And for those who purchase with us, man, you guys, your dogs, you guys are going to love it. You guys are going to love it. And so, I'm trying to remember the stuff that I covered, but yeah, so it's going to be, number one thing, you're getting quality meat. You're getting the best protein meat in the U.S. The best protein meat in the U.S. You're getting it at a value that's a lot less expensive than other brands out there. And your dogs are going to be happier. But now, man, we get to people who just never fed raw before and wanted to will actually be able to feed their raw now. And I wouldn't be surprised if our pricing, right? If our pricing competes with kibble pricing. Even the poor quality kibble. And, I don't know. I don't know. If you're looking at numbers and math, maybe not for a small breed, right? Because if you get a 80-pound, not 80-pound bag, but let's say you got a 40-pound bag and you take that 40-pound bag to a dog that, is a very tiny breed. Dog probably eat all that stuff for what? A couple months or so, if not longer. But you get your medium-sized breeds, and definitely large breeds, man, they be going through bags like it ain't nothing. And so, for the medium-sized dogs and large breed dogs, man, I would not be surprised. I really think our pricing will actually compete with some of the kibble brands out there, and stuff. And I'm super thankful, man, that we're able to provide something to this magnitude to you all. And so stay tuned. I'm going on 30 minutes with this video. So stay tuned, folks, to what's about to come. And so, again, as I stated earlier, man, I'm so pumped up. I just don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. But just stay tuned to more information, more video footage, more content on YouTube. Excuse me, on Instagram. And we just we glad, we happy to be going in this direction. Not just solely focused on breeding dogs, but now we get to provide the best quality food, not only to our dogs, but for your dogs as well. There's no chemicals in our food. There's no fillers. There's no additives or anything like that. And so there's no extra or needed supplements in our food to put in there. No, everything is raw. As it says, raw is actually raw, uncut. And what I mean by uncut, I'm just talking about there's nothing mixed into it, right? Unprocessed, as in there's nothing added to it to brighten up the color or to cause your dog to be a lot more fuller or something like that. Nah, baby. Nah. You're getting the real deal. The real deal. Whatever goes to the slaughter is coming to your door. Not to say it like that, but that's how it is, folks. And we just glad. We are just glad. And so our product is FDA, USDA approved, exceeding AFCO standards and stuff like that for meat. And so, but yeah, everything will, when you guys place your orders, right, everything will be coming from the manufacturer. It will not be coming from us. And so, which is also a blessing, because, you know, it's just a blessing, folks. But yeah, that's where we at with it, man. That's where we at with it. Stay tuned. Trust me, I'm going to have a lot more good content coming pertaining to this. Trust me when I say this, a lot of good content is going to roll out. It's going to roll out week by week, all the way up until shipments are ready to go. And so just stay tuned. More information to come. Pretty sure I done repeated myself like 100 times and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure people done scrolled over, scrolled back, scrolled over, skip forward, skip back, logged out, came back. At the end of the day, no matter what you did, I appreciate the love and support. Like, subscribe, share, send it to your family, moms, whoever the case may be, you know, and we'll go from there, folks. Hit me up on Instagram, man, or leave me a comment. Hit me up on Instagram, leave me a comment if you have any questions or anything like that. But be ready, folks. Iron Dog Raw is coming to your fridge. All right, I'm out, folks. Peace.